SEEKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop. SEEKEN. Use the code
Guys, the Chickens here, back to another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, holy man, it's been all over the place. I actually fell all the way to rank 18 at the beginning. We pushed our way back up to rank 19 with just a couple small changes that I hope is going to be able to help you guys out. So guys, make sure if you find these videos helpful, use the code CHICKEN in the shop. Subscribe to the channel, of course, for daily Warships updates. Now, we are 4 hours out, 4 hours and 50 minutes out from our next chest. What does that get us? That gets us 1 key shy of 5 engines. So I'm not concerned about 5 ERs right now. If we're able to push up to 20, we'll be able to get it. But what I want to do is go over this attack strategy for you guys. This is going to work at 4 ER, and it's going to work at 5 ER. So check this out. So here's what we do. We're using all Seekers. We're going 1, 2, 3. We're going Barrage up top. Come on, iPad. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice and quick. Nice and clean. And we're going just like this. We're going to shock right over here. Keep some of those Seekers alive, some of them. Shock over here as well. And let's see what happens. We got some other Seekers coming up the gut there. Come on, boys, come on. Oh, my Seekers, my Seekers, my Seekers. Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me? But this is what was working. So I went up from 18 straight to 19, basically just using this. So it does work pretty well. Of course, as soon as the video starts, it's all going to fall apart, as it always does, but you guys already know that. Yeah, so the base is the same. The base is the same. Yeah, we had a nice streak right before this, but no updates to the base. So in terms of the tech tree, here's what we're working with. I finally, took me 2 chests, but I finally got gunboat energy maxed up. That allowed me to place 4 rocket launchers right off the start. And it's important that we want to save our keys for 5 engines. We're not going back. We're not backfilling. We're not doing anything crazy right now. We want to go to 5 ER as soon as possible. Now, I'm going to be a couple days late, so I don't believe that 5 engines is going to be really that mind-blowing. What is going on with this? That mind-blowing for me, but we'll see what we can make happen. So let's try this again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically, we're just spreading the Seekers out so they go and get those engines on the left. And they kind of just work their way up and around through the base. So let's go shock right about here. So you always want to try to aim your shocks to where the shock mines are and where you're going to hit splash damage and things like that. So the next one's going to be right about over here. And got a couple dirty shock mines right there. Still got some Seekers at pretty good health here, so should be able. Now, I was getting 330 times. That's not out of the question with this attack strategy. So 324, that is solid compared to what I was doing earlier with Riflemen and Warriors. It's not even close, but we were only able to do this once we unlocked and maxed out that last gunboat energy node. That was key. That was big for us. So let's see what we can do right here, guys. We're just going to be pushing this video and just seeing what happens here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't mean to delay drop that second. What is going on with my iPad, man? I didn't mean to delay drop that second boat of Seekers. Did not mean to delay drop that last barrage. And I did not mean to skip over and not shock those flamethrowers. Okay. A lot of complaining, chicken. Let's tone it down a bit. Okay, that's where we want the next shock. Right there, abouts. Let's see, let's see, let's see. I mean, it can't get dicey, you know. But, you know, if your base is set up right, Seekers should be fizzling against you. So, let's see what's going to happen. Let's see, let's see. 324, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, we just got him. All right, that's 2 in a row. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. 19 and 28. That brings us to. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough because you kind of get going at 19, and then what happens is you start facing a bunch of 5-engine bases. Now, hopefully, we do face a 5 ER because I'm going to show you guys how to hit them. Now, a 5 ER going against a 4 ER, most of the time you're probably still going to lose because you know, it's just easier to go through a 4-engine base. We all have Seekers. We all have the same offense, more or less. Yeah, so let's see. All right, so here's our first 5. Now, basically, here's what we're doing. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to use all of our barrage to simply take out shock mines. Preferably groups of them. But some of them are in pretty deadly spots that we got to take out before the others. Okay, we got some shocks here as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shock this one, because we're going to rip through this engine. And then we're going to go up this way. We're going to hit this shock mine. Ouch, ouch, ouch. It also works running this with warriors too. But I mean, if the guy gets a solid time on you, it doesn't fizzle, you essentially have no chance. So we do what we can with what we got, but you know, 99% of the time we're going to lose against a 5-engine base simply because we do not have the tools to compete with them. All right, there we go. Let's shock this guy. And I mean, we almost finished him there. That would have been a 258. So, yeah. Not ideal, but that's the best way I found to hit them. Come on, Kavan. Good God. Get on your boat. Alright, let's get back into it. See, that's where it gets frustrating, because it's like, you know, I can't do anything there. We can only play so well and kind of hope for the matchmaking to work out for us, but that is Warships, guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So next we're looking at our first shock area. I think it's going to be that machine gun and 2 flamethrowers. Right about there. Let them get in, kind of coagulate themselves. These guys are all going to die over here on the left to those boom mines and the shock mines, so I'm not worried about focusing on them at all. Then we're going to shock again over here. We got a good healthy patch of Seekers left there. They should be able to take down the engine. A couple stragglers on the left too that might help out. Come on, boys. Come on, come on, come on. Boom, there it is, 325. That's how all the attacks look. 325 to 330. That's kind of your window. That's what you're aiming for with this. 320. There we go. So a lot of guys using bombers. Now bombers are good if you have a really good defensive base. So if you have say you took a slower approach to the tech tree, you got a lot of defenses. You got like a compact base. Maybe you have rocket launchers. Some of those rocket launcher bases have 4 engines. I believe the top guy in Canada yesterday actually had a 4-engine base with rocket launchers maxed out, and you know, it was just impossible for Seekers to hit it. And I'm pretty sure he was using, I don't know if he was using bombers, but for that, you know, type of thing, you could use bombers if the Seekers are fizzling and you're still at 4. So for those of you in lower ranks, that's a pretty good way to go about the season. So let's dive back into it again and see what we got. But yeah, this is basically the wall that I'm stuck at right now. Is as soon as I get close to rank 20, and then I start matching up a lot of 5-inch guys, and it's really hard to win those. I think I've only won once. That was using this all Seeker strategy, so you know, it does work. It does work, but you got to get a little bit lucky on defense. Now, the hot pot bases, these can be annoying for sure. So we'll try to figure out this. Basically, the hot pot. Now, keep in mind, a hot pot does about as much damage as 1 flamethrower, a level 1 hot pot. But we got to be in mind because it will melt the Seekers pretty quickly, so we just got to be careful around them. Now, if we can get these guys up going here, let's actually shock this next. I was a little bit early on that shock. I've got a lot of guys on the left. I don't have anybody on the right. Let's see what we're going to get here. Nothing. I think we're going to hit that shock mine and we're going to fizzle out. Just depends how many guys left here. Alright, so now we're hoping for them to fizzle on our base. And that's the one problem with using Seekers, is when you fizzle, you're not doing any destruction damage, right? So if he does, which doesn't, I don't know, it's tough to say. I don't think he's going to. He looks good on the left. He looks pretty good on the right there. Yeah, he's got more Seekers coming in too. But I mean, in terms of time, we would have smoked him. It wouldn't have even been close. Yeah, so a little bit unfortunate there. We'll do one more before we sign off. But, man, we're back to where we started. That's what this season is, though. I mean, it's a grindy, dirty Seeker meta, and you know, we're just trying to do our best to survive here. All right, this should be a little bit easier. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. It really, honestly, just comes down to matchmaking, because it's like bases like this, I almost know that I'm gonna win. I don't want to say that because, you know, then it's not going to happen. But, like, bases like this aren't that hard anymore. They used to be really tricky, but not so much now with this attack strategy. But the problem is, you know, we face these dirty hot pot bases. We face these dirty 5-engine bases. And then it just gets tricky from there. So, I mean, like, look at the time here, guys. 3:30, maybe? 3:30, yeah. Like, you know, that's not going to lose. That's not going to lose. The problem is, like I said, when we're getting matched up with guys that have hot pots or max rockets or whatever, that's where we're going to go down. So the Seeker clearing mine strat does still work. It's just not really optimal. I mean, it's slow, which is the problem there. So I can already tell there's no way this guy's going to beat our time trying to do it like this. Especially delay dropping and stuff. He might clear it. He might clear it. I don't know, actually. Looks like he's going to fizzle. But we'll see. We'll see. GSXR. But yeah, hopefully that that helps you guys out. Like, I wanted to make this video, especially if there's anyone else that was stuck at 4 engines that was really struggling like I was earlier. That was, you know, very, very frustrating. But no, he is going to finish it. It's close. It's close. He had like 3 Seekers left. But yeah, there we go. So we're up 10 stars. Or 11 stars. Or 9 stars, actually. So, guys, I hope that helps you out. As always, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you next one, guys. Checking out. Bear.